box. Eliminate threat. Say goodbye. Stay alert, stay alert.
Howdy, y'all. Today we have a special stream. We're gonna start fucking with things. Some technology. Right now, let's see if I can show this to you on the camera because the cable's kind of short. Um, there you go. I have a 500 gig SSD that I bought on Macari, and I have it connected to my little hard disk drive, whatever data transfer thing. Uh, Cable and all that. So we're going to plug that back in the computer and show you that on screen because I plan on doing something here in a second. You see this disk 2 right here is the one that we got plugged in. It's unallocated, so there's nothing on it. Okay, so with that being said, I thought that might take a little bit longer than it did, but it didn't take any time at all. So we're just going to unplug this, re-unplug all this. off of it. And put it back in its box. Like so. You over there, you over there. This goes over here. And then this kind of sort of goes in there. This goes back on top. There, and it's back in its box. Now, let's see if I can do this. I have my PS3 connected to this right now, to my second monitor. Or, well, it's really my main monitor most of the time. But, let's see. Okay, so we got no signal right now. Let's see if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Or if I'm going to have to go get the splitter. And plug it up through HDMI. Which I really don't want to do, but I guess if I have to do that, I will. It does not look like it's picking up on it, so we're just going to turn that back off, put you over here, and unplug this, unplug this, go get our splitter. Excuse me. Plug all our shit from our splitter. And get this HDMI cable out of here. And the power cord for said splitter, which I'm pretty sure is that. It is. Coming back, I promise. Okay, so I've got this HDMI cable. Actually, all this can go over here. I don't need to string it across under the desk. Plug that in. Plug this in. To the PlayStation. And then this goes to the computer. Okay, let's see if we can get that working now. Oh, okay. It's detecting something. There's my monitor turned on, but it's not showing anything. Okay. How to reset 3 video. Turn system off. Press and hold the power button until you hear a second beep and follow on-screen prompts. Okay. Okay, heard a second beep. It's not doing the thing. Okay, so let's try this. Let's go back to what we had. On here. I'm just going to sit down here for a minute. Thought maybe I could use, oh, that's the power. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Give me that. Okay. And then unplug power from that. Power back up to that. Unplug that. Plug it into there. Okay, no signal. Ah, okay. It's green for some reason. Also can't hear it. Okay. Sit display settings. That's what I want. Well, that it. Okay, that didn't work. Should switch back. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Okay. Test display. Not doing anything. Hmm. Well, that's odd. I do that. What does it do? It looks clearer, but it's still green. On? No. Oh, no. Huh. I wonder if I just do the... Hold on. Let's try this, since the splitter's obviously not going to work. Just go ahead and plug that back in here. Excuse me. Leave that. Go ahead and get back in there. Okay. I'm just plugging everything back into the splitter now. Uh, okay, let's try a bit of this. Oh, well, that might work. Just plugging it to the computer. Ah, blue screen. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this HDMI cable in the other room. Plug it black, and plug it back into the splitter. Okay. Okay. Turned on the console. It's not doing anything. Oh, there it goes. Maybe. Oh, it actually looks normal. Imagine that. That's all I had to do this whole time. Was just plug in. Uh, yeah, okay. What about sound? Very odd. Huh. Okay, so I do that. Very odd that I don't hear anything. Hmm. Okay. It's not my Wi-Fi, is it? Because usually I have it on the hardwire connection. Yeah, okay. Alright, so as you can see, actually I'm gonna go back over here. We have a 100. Of course, headset turns off because it doesn't hear anything. We have 119 gig, or 120 gig SSD in this thing right now. Like half of that is almost taken up already, and all I've put on there is these little games and Metal Gear Solid 4 and Beyond Two Souls. So we have a whole bunch more games to put on here. So that's not going to cut it. My original, what the fuck? My original hard drive that was in this is basically dead. Let me switch you off this blue screen here real quick. Um, it's slow as fuck. It's basically what happened was it used to work like it was supposed to, and now it doesn't. So we're going to take our lovely PS3 here and take the hard drive out of it. And replace it with a solid state, a bigger solid state drive. Just gotta find the right bit. Where's my long? There it is. Okay. There's my blue screw. Let's put some music on, because clearly this is gonna cut off if it doesn't hear anything here in a minute. Um, hmm. All right. So, all we've done so far is we have pop that back on so you can see. So, slim PS3. You just pop this little cover off. You can probably get your fingernail underneath it. I can see what the fuck I'm doing. It just kind of pops up, and it's on a hinge. Just don't break it off. But inside there's a little screw. I've already taken it off now. Here it is. It's got a blue tip on it. That's Phillips head. You just take that off. And then there's this little cover right here. You notice how it's upside down? You just slide that to the side. It comes off. And then, if you look in here, this is your hard drive right here. So this little silver piece right here, you see that? This pops out like so. And you just yoink. And that's it. So here's your whole hard drive. Now, this one's an SSD. It's a really cheap ass SSD. But, nonetheless, it's an SSD. And so all you do to take this out of this caddy is there's 4 screws in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take those out, like so. Okay, and then you toss your screwdriver to the side, and all the screws are out. See, all 4 of them are out, and this just kind of pops out of here. You might have to give it a little bit of force, but it just kind of shimmies out of the hard drive caddy, which is what this is. This is the actual SSD that I had in there before. It's 128 gig. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that or not. Camera does not like to focus on little things. Okay. Anyway, 128 gig. And then you put this one back in its place. This is the newbie. And you want to make sure that your 4 screw holes in the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are lined up with the 4 screw holes on here. And then you just kind of put that under that lip. It's in there. And then you get the same 4 screws that you had, and you pop them back in here. It is very helpful to have a magnetic screwdriver when you do this, and also a flat surface. And sometimes when you're using like electric screwdrivers like what I'm using, this one's like super weak, so it's probably not going to do the best job of screwing the screws in. You just kind of got to help it get in there. Also might need to charge this thing, not gonna lie. fourth screw. And make sure you don't cross thread your screws. Because if you do, the next person that comes in here and works on this is going to curse your soul. And if there is another person that comes in here and works on this after you, they're going to curse your soul to entire damnation. And that's not a good thing that you want. So you just make sure that you don't cross thread your screws. And you do it the right way the first time. Now this could be completely going here cattywampus because of the threads inside of this SSD. But it'll come out because I'm not stripping the screw. So anyway, it's in there. Boom. And so all you really need to worry about right now is, you see the ends of this? How this is the power side, this is the data side. You see how there's a little lip? God, this camera sucks. There's a lip that comes down. Actually, it'd be easier to show you on this one. Probably. There's these little channels it comes down on. That has to plug in to the inside of this. Down in that. Oh, you can see it really good in there. Where it plugs into there. The good thing about this is because it's in a caddy and you're just kind of guiding it in there, as long as you make sure it seats. So we're going to plug it in and it's in there. What you want to look for when you do this is, and I'll show this on camera, flip it around here. So you make sure this slides in, and look at this screw hole right here, how it lines up. Boom. Right? Okay. You just fold that little bar down, and then you take your little blue screw and you stick it back in that hole. It doesn't have to be super tight or anything. That is a long screw though, for what it is. But you can see it's in there now. And you just kind of pop that cover back on. And then you take this cover and you just kind of find the channel and it slides on. And I'll do that again. Oh. Well, I fucked up. So what you're supposed to do, and the reason why that screw is so long, is because the screw goes through that part right there. So we're going to take the screw back out and do it the right way. Okay. And then you pop this little guy on here and it lines up. So you see, comes back around. You see how this little door, you pop it in here, it kind of falls in that channel, and then you slide it over. So there's that screw hole. So now what you do, now you put the screw in. Not like what I did before, like a dingus. Now is when you put the screw in. Still a long screw. Okay. Again, doesn't have to be super tight. And you just pop it back on that little door, and it's all together. Whoop-de-doo. Okay? That's the easy part. Believe it or not. Well, I say that's the easy part. None of this is really hard if you're into doing technology things. So we're just gonna pop all this back together real quick. And then what you do is you go and you get a flash drive. Be right back. So what you do is you go and get a flash drive. I believe this is the right flash drive that has this information on it. If it's not, we're about to find out because I've got like 4 of them in my room right now. So we're going to plug that in our computer and make sure it is the right one, and it is. So just to show you what's going on here. Alright, so this flash drive that I have right now, I have a folder, it's named PS3, folder that's named update, and then PS3 updat.pup. What you do is you go firmware, PS3 firmware, PlayStation's website, right? You need software update 4.93. Go using a computer, download the update. You right click, save as. Why is it not? Maybe it's because I already have it. But it walks you through it. It tells you create a PS3 folder, format it for FAT32. So this flash drive is already formatted for all that. As we can go in here, properties, system file, FAT32. So you go download file. Inside, this is where I've fucked up before because I've done this a couple times. You make a PS3 one, and then you make another folder that's labeled as update, and then you put that update file, which is this is what we would download if we were doing it from here. Put this inside the update folder that's inside the PS3 folder, and then what you do is you take your flash drive out of your computer and you plug it in your PS3. So, back to the capture card. Alright. Good shit, right? So, we take our PS3, we plug it back in the wall. And we take our flash drive. We're going to need our charger cable for our PS3 controller because it's not going to recognize it. We're going to turn on our PS3 like so with your fucking big toe. There it is. So this is what you walk through. Can't find system software correctly, press PS button to restart system. That's not what we're doing. We're starting a new format. So it wants you to press and start and select buttons. It's going to check for that flash drive. And give it a second. Give it some more seconds. Give it a few more seconds. I need to go get my water out of the room too. Check your phone. Up. Will be formatted. So if there's anything on this disk drive, so like if you're doing this and you're reusing the disk drive that you've used for something else, it's going to wipe everything off of it. So at this point, you're going to press and hold start and select for 5 seconds, basically until the screen goes away. It's going to check again. And you're going to check your phone. Now it's going to format. So from here, you don't really do anything. You just let it sit and do its thing. So we're just going to put the controller down. Of course, if you're doing this with an SSD, it's brand new, so it doesn't have to format anything. It's probably going to be a lot faster. And I'm going to go get my water real quick. I'll be right back while it's doing that. Oh yeah. So now it's actually going to do the install. You just press your PS button or your PlayStation button. It's going to check for the update. That first step was formatting the drive. And accept the terms, all that shit. Now it's going to actually install the software or the OS. Let me check one more thing. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Oh shit. Alright, press your PlayStation button again. We're in English. We're in Central Time Zone, wherever the fuck that's at. Right past it. Date is August the 4th, 2026. It is 7:51 p.m. Yeah. And then while we're doing this, we're just gonna have it on the camera so you can't get my fucking Wi-Fi password. Alright. Now we're gonna swap back to the card. Now we're not getting any audio still, which is fine, but go ahead and create a PS1 memory card. Because we will be playing PlayStation 1 games on here. I am going to have to sign in to my PlayStation account as well. Might have to swap back over again. Yeah, we're just gonna. I think this is what I changed it to. If it's not. Alright, and then it wants you to do a QR code. Scan it. It's going to make you create a password. So you go back into the password. I know you can't see anything I'm doing right now. And then it gives you a random generated code that you type in here. And this is part of PlayStation's anti, I guess, hacking regimen. Alright. And we're in. Good shit. Oop, wrong thing. Hell yeah. And so we still got our flash drive plugged in, so we can actually unplug that now. We didn't really need it for that last little bit, but it's out, so we're good. And then you can actually unplug your controller, unless you really need to charge it for some reason. And check your system settings. Actually, turn that off. And there you go. There's all the storage you need for your PS3. And then we're going to go into PlayStation Store. And it's going to have to download some things. I guess I'm going to have to invest in another splitter that actually lets me use my HDMI so I can actually have sound in higher quality. Video. Alright. And right now we get this message. They're going to take it down next year, but look at our downloads. So we've got basically the precursor to Rocket League. Download that in the background. And then we've got some older games. This one we can probably just like go ahead and download. Since they're so small. This has got Pac-Man, Galaga, Rally Race, and some other shit on it. And the other one is, I think, Galixian, Dig Dug, and something else. Okay. And then do the same thing to this one. And really all you're watching me do now is just install shit. Actually, we'll download that in the background because it's 198 megabytes. And then we got our Metal Gear, Rising Revengeance, DLCs. Which all these I'll download off stream, of course. I'll put it in the other room here in a second. Just let it kind of go. And we'll just see, after I get everything started, what the estimated total of memory stored I'm going to have left over is. Like we still got, like that's the full game trial, so we're not going to worry about that. But we got Twisted Metal. It's a 13 gig game. See if I can get these stickers off without tearing them up. Which may or may not be a possibility, not really sure. Might have to get my heat gun, might not. Maybe not. There's some sticker residue at the bottom, but we can rub it off. Got these old stickers from when I worked at Glock Store on here, and I don't want those on my tools. Any of my stuff, because I don't want anything to do with that place. Or very good reason. All right, well, got that off. Doesn't need to be spotless. I mean, it's a tool, but at the same time, I would like it to look sort of good. All right. Okay. We got Infamous 2. Hmm. I'm just downloading this just for shits and giggles. Just because I know this console isn't backwards compatible or anything, but you know, if they're gonna take the shit down, might as well. Alright, so let's get back to the regular menu. And that should be downloading everything in the background right now. Yeah. So what's our expected? So 373 taken up, and I still haven't downloaded Beyond Two Souls, MGS4, or Metal Gear Solid Rising. This one. Oh, I guess that one's done. You want to see me put in Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance and see how long it takes to install? I'm kidding. I just want to see how big it is and make sure it's actually going to work. Even though I know I didn't mess with the disk drive at all. Wow. Guess I should plug all this shit back in. Oh, that was the printer. That was unplugged. Okay. Well, I probably need a reset anyway. Actually, well, probably plug that up in my room. I was gonna say I could probably plug in the screwdriver because I haven't charged in a while. Probably due for a charge, but I'll do that in a minute when I get off stream. It's gonna be a very short stream tonight, guys. We're just fucking with our PS3. That's all we're doing. I just want to see how much space we're gonna have after this update and installing the game. It also depends on how long it's going to take to install the game as well. Alright. So what does that leave us with? $372. Some of this shit I see on Instagram, man. It's just some dude out in fucking middle of nowhere pissing on the ground in front of a flock camera. Just but like he's videoing himself in like POV of him pissing in front of the flock camera on the ground. Peak internet. That's what it is. Oh my god, it's done. 370. Alrighty. Let's see where we are with the rest of our downloads. Oh, that's why the detectives didn't fucking download yet, dumbass. Alright. Anyway, we're gonna end stream here. Go ahead and turn off the console. And we're gonna raid Clownstein. Because he's still streaming. So here we go for that. I'll see you guys sometime again this week, maybe tomorrow, depending on if this other Xbox gets here or not.